All right, today we're going to break down two of the most critical and honestly most confused concepts in building successful products: vision and strategy. Now, they might seem kind of interchangeable, but I promise you, getting them wrong is the fastest way to build a product that just fizzles out. But getting them right, well, that's the secret to building something truly legendary.
So let's just dive right in with a question and a feeling you've probably had. You know, when you open an app and it just feels kind of bloated, a little confused, like it's trying to do 10 different things all at once, but isn't really great at any of them? So, why does that happen?
Well, that feeling of chaos, it's not an accident. It's actually a symptom of a product that's lost its way. When there's no clear map, features just get bolted on for no good reason. Priorities seem to change with the wind, and you're left with this collection of disconnected ideas that, in the end, tries to be for everyone and ends up satisfying absolutely no one. Okay, so the solution to all this chaos, it really rests on two super powerful interconnected ideas: product vision and product strategy. And listen, these aren't just corporate buzzwords you can ignore. They are the absolute foundation that separates the products we remember from the ones we forget.
First up, you've got the vision. The best way to think about this is as your North Star. Seriously, it's not some goal you're going to check off a list next quarter. It's that destination way out on the horizon, that big, inspirational, long-term view that answers the most important question of all. Why are we even doing this?
A great vision, like this classic from Airbnb, is just so powerful. You notice it's not about becoming the market leader or hitting some revenue target, right? No, it focuses on the customer, on the impact you want to have in their world. It's aspirational, it's easy to remember, and it gets the entire team fired up to move forward. But, a North Star is pretty useless if you're just standing there staring at it. You need a way to actually travel towards it. And that is exactly where product strategy comes in. If the vision is the destination, the strategy is your high-level plan. It's the roadmap that answers that other critical question. Okay, so how are we actually going to get there? So here it is, the crucial difference. Vision is your stable, long-term why. It rarely ever changes. Strategy, on the other hand, is your adaptable how. It's more medium-term, it's analytical, and you know what? It should change. It has to adapt as you learn from the market, from your customers, from what's working and what's not. Okay, so this all sounds great, but how do these big, lofty ideas connect to the actual day-to-day work? The sprint planning, the bug fixes, the features people are coding right now. Well, it's all about creating a really clear hierarchy. See, they connect through this really powerful cascade of logic. Your vision, the why, inspires your strategy, the how. That strategy then defines your measurable goals for the next year or two. And those goals shape your product roadmap, which tells you what you're going to build and when. When this chain is unbroken, every single line of code, every design decision, it all serves that ultimate North Star. Now, this is where it really clicks. I mean, abstract concepts are one thing, but seeing this blueprint in action in the real world, that's a whole other level. So let's take a look at a fantastic example: Tesla. Tesla's vision to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, that has been rock solid for years. But their strategy? Wow, it has been a masterclass in playing the long game. They started with a super expensive sports car, not just to sell a few, but to prove that electric cars could be cool. They used those profits to build luxury sedans, and then used those profits to finally build a car for the mass market. Every single phase was a deliberate, strategic step towards that one unwavering North Star. So that's one kind of long-term sequential strategy. But strategy is also about making smart choices when you're in a super crowded market. I mean, think about Nintendo back in the 2000s. How in the world could they compete with the sheer power of Sony's PlayStation and Microsoft's Xbox? The answer is just pure strategy. They didn't even try to play the same game. They went and invented a whole new one. And this table just illustrates it perfectly. This is a core principle of strategy: differentiation. Instead of trying to win a battle on graphics or processing power, a fight they knew they'd lose, Nintendo just changed the rules. They actively reduced things like graphics quality. They eliminated controller complexity. And in their place, they created completely new reasons to play, like getting off the couch and family-focused social gaming, carving out a massive new market for themselves. And this right here, this brings us to such a critical takeaway. Strategy is just as much about what you decide not to do as what you decide to do. Nintendo chose not to compete on graphics, Tesla chose not to build a cheap car first. You have to remember, saying no is a strategic superpower.
Okay, so let's bring all this home. What are the big things you should walk away with? How can you start applying this kind of thinking to your own work? Or, hey, even just understand the products you use every single day on a much deeper level? Just remember these 4 things. 1, vision inspires, strategy directs. You need the dream and you need the plan. 2, real strategy means making tough choices. You can't do everything. 3, always focus on the outcome for your customer, not just your company's achievements. And 4, make sure there's a clear, unbroken line from that grand vision all the way down to the tasks your team is working on today. So I'm going to leave you with this thought. The products that truly win, the ones we end up loving and admiring, they're never just a random collection of features. They are the living, breathing manifestation of a clear vision, brought to life by a smart, focused strategy. So the next time you use your favorite product, ask yourself, what is its North Star? What change is it really trying to make in the world? The answer is usually pretty revealing.